Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mario again from our virtual window shop. First, before I start, I want to say thank you to everybody that's calling me. And we're seeming to getting this group together. I'm just trying to form the whole group together now. What I'm about to do now is I'm probably going to do the podcast or do a one-way video of everybody online. So whether you're trying to do this lawsuit by yourself or whether you're trying to join me, now we're already ahead of the issues. We have all the documentation. I sent a email to my lawyer this morning and telling what's happening. Now, like I told you before, I dropped the case because he was asking for more money, and it's going to cost me way more to get this guy just to pay me what I needed. He plays these games. He only offered me $5,000 out of everything that he owed me. And the sad news about it is that he was trying to make me spend more money for lawyers, which I decided, well, if you're going to do that, then I might as well see if there's any more people. And that's what this is all about, trying to get people to open up and come in. And I want to just say thank you for everyone calling in. Now, I hear the same story from all of you that you're calling me, that he has told you that not to talk to me. Like some of you said that, and then some of you said that you need to sign to move forward, or he's not going to give you the keys to your app. And let me explain something to you. It is your app. You own that. He's working for you, creating what you own. He cannot do that. If I was you, do not sign any more documentation until you see what he's building. That is your right. You have all the rights to ask for what he's doing. Don't fall prey to that. You have to be tough. You have to stand up. Now, I was in the military for 24 years, and what gets me is that I saved my money to support my family, my brothers and everything. And then I decided to do this move, and he took it and he destroyed my program. Now, I'm going to read to you today out of the findings. I know it's backwards, but eventually I'm going to start posting these once we get a big group, So here's what the final impressions. I'm going to read this. Now it says, there are numerous issues with this project, starting with a deeply flawed and incomplete specification to chaotic, disorganized code which is often difficult to follow and reason about. There are clues pointing to a project that was not properly scoped, an incomplete and imprecise product design specifications, and lack of technical vision and direction. The approach to development and coding style suggests that all code was developed by individuals lacking the proper skill set and experience using the frameworks chosen to full extent. There's no indication that version control was used to manage code changes. The numerous sections of commented outcoded are a common practice of novice developers who have neither worked on a team nor used version control. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that in a minute again. There's also evidence of code copied and pasted from other projects which predate this one. The work was likely performed by someone inexperienced. Inadequate quality control mechanisms were not instituted to ensure the applications meet necessary development standards for it to function as intended. Overall, the code bases and the specifications are of substandard quality and do not appear to meet intended goals. As such, the code bases will provide very limited value for the customers who requested this work. More specifically, the issues outlined in this document would make the code basis a liability to work on, as it is much more difficult and time-consuming to unravel low-quality, undocumented, and untested code than to completely rebuild it. So what does that mean? Well, I'm not a code developer, but every time I turn around and I talk to a lot of them, they have to keep exact notes. They have to keep precise notes. So in case they have to move it to another project, they know exactly where they left, what they fell out, and what they did, so they can fix these things. They held nothing. It was like they're just building it and just pasting, trying to give me something. And I'm pretty sure he's done the same thing to you guys, because a lot of you that are calling me are going through the same things that we have gone through. And I kept asking him. He's just holding on to me until we get to a time frame, and then after that, he can no longer do anything about it, because he's trying to hold on to you. But after a certain time, can you sue him? He knows something. So I tell you right now, if he's asking you need to sign this paperwork so it will give you the keys, the answer is no. You have control right now. As long as you have control, you can actually tell him to stop. Ask for your money back. Tell him that you're unsatisfied with everything that's happening. Request your money back. And now you have a lawyer. Tell him no, after all the stuff that's happening, you fall into the same trend. Now, do not sign anything. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So here, when it talks about showing it, it says that that they're inexperienced. Of course, they're inexperienced, and how they copy it and paste it from different apps. So it's like, I know that's happening to a lot of you guys, But let me talk about something real quick. If you're going to try to get somebody else to look at your app, and I'm trying to explain this to a lot of people. If you have a friend that does apps or works on apps, and you're taking, even though he says, oh, you know what, I can tell you that app is no good. Well, it really doesn't mean nothing to me. A lot of people say, no, he checked it out, and as long as he's a friend of yours or something, and you know them, it's hard to do that because the court system might see it as being biased, and that's just my opinion. Because unless you have some really good connection with the court system, you know what you're doing, I would suggest, okay, go ahead and do it. But if you don't have that, I'm telling you, you need to get a reputable company who's not biased on the system of a company. They're there to actually give the report they can use in court, and that's what this is. These are excuse the noise outside. These are documentations for from a appointed court system. They go to these people and they actually break down codes, because this has been happening to a lot of people. We're not just the only ones. Which brings the topic of the other company. Now, at the end, we had sent the work to another company, and they said that they could fix it. This is before we got all this. And now I know that company did the same thing, because they know that you're not aware of what's happening. They go, oh, we can make an easy and pretend he fixed it. He'll never do. They probably thought I would never go to the extent, go to Germany, pay an extra $7,000, $8,000 to do a report. And that's what it cost me to do the report, $7,000 or $8,000. And they'll break it down, and they'll give you the precise and tell you if they're good or not. That's the first thing I would do. If you have the money for that, I would highly suggest you do it. Now, like I said, I emailed my lawyer, and I told him we're not done. I just want to let you know we're trying to seek a major lawsuit, and I mean everyone in that company. The developer himself, I'm not going to mention his name, but he knows I'm talking about him. And I heard one of them is working at Starbucks. I'm after him too, and I'm after not just the owner now. I'm going to go after everyone at Appsketier. Anybody work with him, they should be coming out. Surprised they haven't reached out to me and say, hey, Mario, let's talk. I have nothing to do with him. I'm sorry this happened. Something, but they're not doing it. They just tells you that they're in part of the whole thing. So I know they see my videos. I know they're seeing it. And if you're watching it, you're going to be called. And it might take a little bit longer than we think it is, but we're going to get there. But guys, I want to say thank you. Like I said, don't let them intimidate you. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Like I said, I support you if you're doing it on your own. But I highly suggest that you call us, and we'll see if we can get one lawyer. We have one person watching us right now, and she seems pretty tough on the issue. She's a lawyer herself, and we're trying to get with her. But we need more people. That's one reason I have not called her back, because we're trying to get an amount of more people. So we're really close to our numbers. If you've been outsourced by Appsketier, call me, man. Email me and let me know you want to talk to me. And so anyway, guys, today I shared the final impressions of what the company found. And if you're stunned, I was stunned too, man. But hey, guys, appreciate you. Have a good day, man. And don't give up. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.